Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today, we will be covering OpenAI's broad release of GPT-5.6 and a new ChatGPT work agent, Meta launching Muse Spark 1.1 with its first paid developer API, Anthropic expanding Claude Cowork to web and mobile with new Microsoft 365 write powers, and China weighing new curbs on overseas access to its top AI models. Starting with the biggest release of the week, OpenAI broadly rolled out GPT 5.6 on Thursday, along with a new product called ChatGPT Work. The model family comes in three flavors: Sol as the flagship, Terra as a lower-cost everyday workhorse, and Luna as the fast and affordable option. This launch is notable not just for the tech, but for how it got here. The rollout had been staggered for weeks over U.S. government security concerns, and Axios reported the day before that the Trump administration had cleared the way for broad availability, though the White House pushed back on the idea that any formal approval was ever required. The reason Washington was even in the loop traces back to OpenAI's own preview in June, where the company flagged that GPT 5.6 showed stronger cyber capabilities as its reasoning scaled up, along with what OpenAI called a layered safeguard stack. That put the safety debate right at the center of the release, rather than off to the side. As for how it actually performs, early tester Pietro Scarano, the CEO of Magic Path AI, told Axios it was the best model I've ever used, praising it as fast, smart, and creative. Alongside the model, ChatGPT Work is OpenAI's push into the workplace agent space, giving businesses a GPT 5.6 powered assistant that can act on tasks rather than just chat about them. Moving over to Meta, the company launched Muse Spark 1.1 and, for the first time ever, opened a paid API preview for its own model. This is a real shift. The old Llama era was about open weights and free distribution. Muse Spark is a paid proprietary product going head-to-head with OpenAI, Anthropic, Google, and xAI. Axios reports the update focuses on coding and longer agentic tasks and powers the thinking mode inside the Meta AI app. Meta isn't pretending this is their frontier leap. A much larger model, codenamed Watermelon, is still in training, so Muse Spark 1.1 is the commercial bridge that gets developers on the platform now. The strategy seems to be price. Mark Zuckerberg described Meta's pricing plan as very aggressive and attractive, which is a pretty clear signal that Meta plans to undercut rivals while it builds towards stronger models. For developers, the real question is whether Meta can win on cost, distribution through its apps, and integration, rather than trying to top the benchmark charts on day one. Anthropic had a big update of its own. Claude Cowork, its agent product, is now available on web and mobile in addition to desktop, starting with the Max plan and rolling out over the coming weeks. The bigger deal here might be that Cowork sessions can now run in the cloud by default, so your workflow keeps going even after your laptop goes to sleep. That fixes one of the most annoying limits of desktop-bound agents. If you're delegating a task to an AI worker, you don't want it to stop the moment you close the lid. Anthropic also gave its Microsoft 365 connector real write powers. Cowork can now draft, send, and organize email, manage calendar events, update mailbox settings, and create or update files in OneDrive and SharePoint. That's a jump from search and summarize my work data to actually taking action inside the apps people live in all day. Anthropic frames it simply: hand Claude a task, and it works across files, calendar, email, messaging, and connected tools until the job is done. The company is also being upfront about the risks. Its Help Center warns that letting a mobile Claude agent remote control a desktop agent can trigger real actions on your computer, including reading, moving, or deleting files. Useful, but also a reminder that enterprise permissioning around these agents is about to get a lot more serious. Finally, over to policy. Reuters reported that Chinese authorities have been meeting with top domestic tech firms over the past month about potentially restricting overseas access to China's most advanced AI models, including unreleased systems and open-source releases. That would be a major reversal. Chinese open-weight models like Qwen, Dubao, and GLM have become fixtures in the global developer ecosystem, powering everything from research projects to commercial products outside of China. If Beijing follows through, the US versus China model access fight becomes fully reciprocal. Washington has spent years tightening chip and model exports going into China. Now China may draw its own line on models going out. For developers and companies who have quietly built on top of Chinese open-weight models because they were cheap, capable, and permissively licensed, that could suddenly become a much riskier foundation. And it would reshape which open models the rest of the world can actually rely on going forward.
Thank you for listening to AI Convo Cast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.